Important note, this video is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decision. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Here's your market briefing from Rumour with AI. Bitcoin's price action is currently masking a severe structural strain within its own network. CryptoQuant data reveals that 80% of all Bitcoin transactions are now under 0.01 BTC. This surge is driven by the proliferation of runes and ordinals protocols. The result is significant mempool congestion. The network is clogging up with microtransactions, creating friction that price charts alone do not reflect. Investors are looking at green candles while the underlying infrastructure struggles to keep pace with this new demand. Meanwhile, in the equity markets, the Dow Jones Industrial Average has hit a historic milestone. The index reached a record high of 51,999.67. This rally occurred just as the Federal Reserve held interest rates steady at the 3.5 to 3.75% range. The market is pricing in a soft landing, yet there is a growing disconnect between this institutional optimism and the reality facing consumers. While the Dow celebrates, the cost of borrowing remains a persistent headwind for broader economic activity. In related news, the precious metals sector is facing specific operational headwinds. Alamos Gold has cut its second quarter production guidance. The company cited seismic events and power outages at its Young-Davidson mine in Ontario. The disruption was severe enough to send shares down 3.6%. This highlights the increasing volatility in mining operations due to infrastructure failures and geological risks. Investors are now reassessing the reliability of supply chains in the resource sector. On the macro front, we look to New Zealand for signs of stabilization. Recent GDP growth data reveals key economic trends that suggest the local economy is finding its footing. Analysts are closely monitoring structural shifts and inflation pressures to determine if this stabilization is sustainable. The implications for local markets and policy are significant, as the Reserve Bank of New Zealand weighs its next moves against this improving data. For income-focused investors, the Stracker's MSCI All-World ex-US Hedged Equity ETF, known as DBAW, has announced a semi-annual distribution. The fund declares a payout of 0.0187 per share. This distribution is payable on June 26, 2026. The fund currently carries a 30-day SEC yield of 3.27%. This provides a modest income stream for those holding international, hedged equity positions. Looking ahead, the economic calendar remains relatively quiet with no major high-impact releases scheduled in the next 36 hours. Traders are digesting the Fed's decision and the mixed signals from the crypto and mining sectors. The market is waiting for the next catalyst to break the current consolidation pattern. That's your market briefing. Follow Rumour with AI for daily market intelligence.